Hello again, welcome to the top 8 of our Legacy main event of the Master Series. 8 people battling it out after 7 cruciating rounds of Swiss. We have on the feature table Steve van Bulck, one of our guys, we can say, playing 9 post. And we are waiting for the
deck lists. The deck from Steve van Bulck I know very well. I play a lot against Steve van Bulck. I see him more than once a week normally.
I know the deck very well as well because I've lost time and time again from it. And on the other side, we'll just have to wait and see what the opponent is playing.
But we will have the deck list in just some seconds. So what kind of decks do we have in our top 8? I know, Miracles, isn't it? Joris we saw in the previous round. He just made top 8. True Resistance, he had 15 points. He was ranked 8 at this moment. I know we have Eldrazi in top 8. I know we have Dead in Texas. We have 9 post.
We also have some with the Infect. With the Infect deck, who made top 8. So a lot of interesting, a lot of diversity in the decks.
But the female pilot with the goblins didn't make
it. She did win the last game though. We are just getting the deck lists as we speak. So we have Steven van Bulck playing against Joris van Hove. And what do we see? Joris is playing... Sorry, we were just looking at what he is playing on the deck list. We see some black, we see some blue. I think that's
some blue-black.
Yeah, blue-black control, I think. Because he's playing Liliana, he's playing
Him to Turek Ponder, Brainstorm, Dismember. It's actually a little bit Grixis without the red.
Without red.
Without red. He's only playing blue-black.
So
and green. Okay, we can say it's Bulck indeed, but he's actually only playing Deathrite Shaman.
And
for
Deathrite Shaman,
the green variant.
Is Deathrite Shaman green or is it green black or black? It's something in between, you know.
Something in between indeed. So, but alright, let's say he's playing Bulck.
We have Liliana Lost Hope coming to play.
So it's a newer version of Liliana of the Veil. The ultimate is very hard.
Yeah, the ultimate is absolutely punishing as hell because you get this emblem which says that you get a
lot of zombies.
Yeah.
So you get two zombie tokens.
It says X plus 2, and X is the amount of zombies
you
that you
already have. Indeed.
Yeah. So first turn it gives you 2 zombies if you haven't got any lying around.
4.
2 goes to 4.
8.
Then
too much.
It's a lot.
So Steve van Bulck is playing the 9 post deck. I don't know if a lot of viewers know this deck. It's like the 12 post deck, only he made a black a Bulck variant of it. So the big idea is to hardcast Emrakul in the end.
But hardcast last time he played against me, he cheated him with show and tell.
Yeah, of course, And he plays show and tell as well.
He plays show and tell, and he could play Emrakul, and I could only play an Elvish Visionary. A little difference in payoff. But.
So as you can see in the top right, there are still 50 minutes left and the timer isn't running, so these rounds are untimed. Maybe we're in for a treat because last time at our event, Steve van Bulck was playing against Johan Sturs in Miracles.
In the final.
In the final, and it did take 2 hours. So hopefully today it will go a little bit faster. Those matchups as well you can find back on Twitch or on our YouTube channel. If you search for Magic Master Small on YouTube, you should find us as well.
The Liliana of Lost Hope Ultimate. It's -8, I think. Do you know by heart, or we'll have to look it up?
I will look it up, but it has...
It already has 6. It comes into play...
but it's dead now with the abrupt decay.
Okay, but nevertheless, it's a nice thing to know.
But I will pop it up on the screen, the Liliana, then we can see.
It's a -7 actually.
-7 indeed.
Yeah.
So it has the same converted mana cost as a Liliana of the Veil.
Yeah.
So, but this, as for +1, gives a creature -2, -1 until end of turn, so you can kill some creatures with it, other ones you can't. For -2, you can put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then you may return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. It's not bad as well.
Not bad.
But then the ultimate for -7,
crazy.
It's crazy.
Especially because, of course, the emblem, you can't get rid of it anymore, so it's...
every turn at least 2
zombies for free, so...
So you see Steve Van Bulck playing a lot of Glimmer Posts, gaining some...
3 already, and probably because of the fact that
some life.
Because of the fact that the Thespian stage is lying right next to the Glimmer Post, it's probably a Glimmer Post as well. Can we assume that?
It could be if he had any mana. I didn't see him activating Thespian stage to copy a Glimmer Post.
No, but you were looking
so,
at the Liliana. I didn't see it either, so...
Sorry, now he's
so a flip on the Delver means that he now is a 3/2 flyer, and another 2 damage each round from the Deathrite Shaman activation, meaning 5 damage a turn.
But if Steve Van den Bulck just can find a Cloud Post, there is a Wasteland on the other side, but he has crop rotation in hand, so he can search for another Cloud Post. Then make a lot of mana and start hardcasting a lot of big creatures.
So him to Turak. Steve first takes 3 new cards. Going to put the value back on top, so they don't get discarded at random.
So for this matchup, Joris van Hove, he has some pressure on the battlefield at this moment. I strongly believe it's not a very bad matchup for Joris van Hove, but he needs to put
pressure on.
A lot of pressure as fast as possible.
Yeah, if not, indeed, Steve can develop.
If we really go late game in this matchup, it's will probably go to Steve Van den Bulck. The 9 post is a really late game deck, so...
Okay, 2 and 2.
Okay,
good. Yeah. So,
Cyclonic Rift.
And
Cavern of Souls. Yes, Cavern of Souls, Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah. Joris doesn't play a lot of Commander, because Cyclonic Rift is about in each and every blue Commander deck I know.
Another card, Steve Van den Bulck has another Glimmer Post in hand. So he has 7 mana at this moment. I don't believe he has any creature in hand. I see another Glimmer Post. I see Show and Tell.
I can't tell.
You can't tell?
No, I can't tell. I see the Glimmer Post, but because you were saying that he's got a crop rotation as well, but he.
I believe he had some.
He probably put that on top of the brainstorm.
So another attack of Delver of Secrets.
Yep, but there's a response
Steve's
here.
responding.
Oh, and what's that? It's it's a card from Ixal on that one. It's Perilous Journey, I think it is. Perilous, P-E-R I Perilous. We're looking it up. I think it's called that way. Yeah, Perilous Voyage it is. Yeah, we're going to put it on in a second. There you have it.
So this was the card that we just saw Stephen and Bulck playing. Return target non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hand. If its converted mana cost was 2 or less and scry 2.
Yeah, so good payoff in this case, because you get rid of the Delver and you have a scry 2 on top of that. It's always nice to see new cards coming into the format as well.
Indeed.
It's
it would be easier for us if the players just kept their cards steady and not shuffling them all around. Maybe we can take a look at it, but Joris van Hove has a lot of very good cards in hand, I believe, at this moment. We saw Forceful, now Brainstorm. So Joris van Hove is still deciding what he wants to put back on the top of his library.
Apparently it's a difficult choice. Brainstorm goes away. That's another 2 possible damage out of the Deathrite Shaman.
There comes the Delver back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Tapping 2 for Kermic Angler. Yeah. So 2, 4, 6 delves everything away.
So the Wasteland is stepped.
Yep.
This could be
right time to.
Very good card. Stephen and Bulck just found Eye of Hugin.
In the expedition form.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for Stephen and Bulck, only a pity there is a Wasteland on the other side at this moment.
Mm-hmm. He puts it down though.
The top card that you see is an Eye of Hugin. So you can search for Big Eldrazi.
Yeah.
Maybe
and then
try to show and tell
it into play.
Now we can't search for a Big Eldrazi anymore.
Okay, Force of Will. Pitching Days. So no Snapcaster activation. I believe both players are on 17, yep. Stephen and Bulck passing the turn.
Now this could go very quick. Joris van Hove has a 2-turn clock.
Mm-hmm.
The Delver needs to flip to find the turn 2 clock, of course.
But he drew an island. He drew a polluted delta. So he's probably going to copy the Eye of Hugin.
Yep. At the Thespian stage.
Yep.
Yep. This is possible.
Yeah. So Thespian stage becomes another Eye of Hugin, being also a legendary, and legendary rule applies.
Yep. And then he sacrifices the original Eye of Hugin, and Wasteland has no target anymore at this moment.
No.
And he has another Glimmer Post as well, so he
can
take now 6 damage without a lot of problems. So he can bring in another Glimmer Post, gaining 4 lives.
Mm-hmm. And 2, 4, 6, 7 mana open, so he can go for the look into the library with Eye of Ugin.
Let's see what else he has in hand. So as well, we can see that Steve van Bulck has some very expensive cards. We saw him yesterday as well in the vintage format. He's playing some altered, signed, tropical betas, and all the rest he has is our foil.
Yeah,
Most of them are Russian foils.
Yeah.
He has a huge collection of magic cards,
including lots of power.
So. Fetch goes to 16.
Steve's helping Joris with his life.
Steve van Bulck is at 12 at this moment, I believe, not?
He is?
He did fetch his land and lost 2 life from the Deathrite Shaman.
Yep. But he was at 16? No?
At 15.
At 15, okay.
He started out at 15.
Yeah, okay. You can see he's 14, 13, yeah, 12.
So he can search for Ulamog.
Yep. 2, 4, 6, 7.
Or maybe
he's
for...
He's 1 mana short. No?
Yeah, he needs an extra mana to cast him. Maybe he could go for the Promised End.
Mm-hmm. So he just took a beating from Gurmak Angler and Delver, going down to 6 life, Steve.
So if he goes for the Promised End, he can take over Joris van Hove next turn.
Yeah.
Can attack with maybe the Gurmak Angler. Block it. He can destroy the Delver with Liliana.
Yeah, he can fail the flip on the Delver.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So probably Promised End. Yeah. Yes. He's looking how many different cards.
I don't know if he can't cast it.
Yeah.
It costs 2 less for every.
No, 1 less.
So then it still costs 11. He only has instant and land.
Instant land? Isn't that a Snapcaster?
So 11. Then
I think that's Snapcaster. So he's got instant land and creature in there. So it's 3. So it's still 10.
Still 10.
So yeah, he can take one. He needs to top deck a land.
He has 2 cards in hand, so maybe he has one.
Yeah. If he has land, okay.
Yep, he's going for the Promised End. So if he has land in hand, or he top decks one, then he's okay, because he can hardcast it. He didn't top deck a land. I think he
does he
did draw a Primeval Titan. That could be good enough as well. When that hits the battlefield.
He still had is that a Misty? What is...
Oh. Yep. You have to fetch and search for land. As well, the Promised End is a flying creature.
Yeah, it's got protection
Let's pop it up.
It's got protection from instants. And it's a 13/13 flyer. No, it's not. It's not flying. This one, is it? It is flying.
It's flying, trample, and protection from instants.
Yep.
And as we said, it costs 1 less to cast for each card type among cards in your graveyard.
Yep.
So indeed it was 10 at this moment, so he had to fetch for an underground sea.
Okay, and Steve is saying that he wants
No.
saying that he doesn't want to reveal.
Yeah.
Okay, and there's okay. He can get rid of everything on
Joris
side.
Side, indeed.
Yeah.
He's going to close the Emrakul again.
Yeah.
What can he do?
He can attack with Gurmag Angler into the Emrakul. So the Gurmag Angler will die. He can -2/-1 the Delver with
that's Liliana, what he just did with Liliana.
He can fail push the Deathrite Shaman, and he can attack with Emrakul either into Joris, or he could actually give 2 damage to Joris, exiling a card, putting him down on 14. Or is it opponent? Target opponent loses 2 life.
So no, he just fatal pushes then the Deathrite. The Gurmag Angler attacks.
Yeah.
I block it, and then for the 2 black mana, you play him to Turek on yourself.
Yeah.
So and you're stuck with 1 Liliana.
Yeah, which will die to the Emrakul in a minute.
Yeah, no. Joris van Hove gets an extra turn after that round. So now it's Joris van Hove's turn.
Yeah, okay. It's just, an extra turn. It is.
So he goes for Ponder.
The first one was him.
So, but we know at this moment Steve van den Bulck has another Woodfall Primus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is Woodfall Primus for 6 mana, the 6/6 Trampler that comes into play.
No, it's a Primeval Titan.
Primeval Titan. Yeah, okay.
No. Actually, somebody told me it's a Primeval Titan.
Primeval Titan?
Yeah. I always said Primeval Titan as well, but it's
So this is the Primeval Titan indeed. We know Steve van den Bulck has this one on hand.
Yeah.
He can cast it without any problems. He can search for 2 lands.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he can
I think
search for Cloud Posts. Then he can bring in Emrakul next turn and close
another big creature. Yeah.
Because close the game down.
The Thespian stage still is a
probably
okay.
Yours scoops it up.
Yeah, because of course the Thespian stage still was Eye of Yugen, so Steve could have easily found the Emrakul if he wouldn't have drawn it. So,
indeed.
Yeah.
So we're at 1-0 for Steve van den Bulck at this moment.
With 9 posts over Bug.
So not a lot of players do know the
9 post
deck.
No.
You even don't see it a lot. Maybe we can take the metagame breakdown with us.
Yeah.
And see who else is playing it.
9 posts will just be 1 player.
Yeah, definitely 9 post 1. Maybe the 12 post deck.
No,
also 0 in the. There's only 1 9 post deck in the complete metagame breakdown of 66 players today, indeed.
Yeah. The most prevalent today apparently was mono red. if we see this correctly.
It's burn.
Yeah, burn.
Yeah,
so
burn.
5 burn decks.
4 infects, 4 Eldrazi decks.
Blue-eye control.
Then some blue-white control decks. Yep.
Is that miracles or
I don't know if they
does that get a special?
Let's bring it in.
Mention. No.
You have UER as well, 2 pieces.
4 check piles, which can be a lot. Okay.
So we have 3 Bulck Delver decks. That's what Joris van Hove
is playing now.
Could be playing now.
Yeah. But I do believe that. That will probably be. You will probably be in there. Yeah. A lot of one-offs as well. We had somebody playing zombies. Zombies 1
dredge player. You don't see a lot of dredge anymore in the format as well.
okay. Interesting. One sliver deck, which we saw a lot of. We saw a lot of action from that player.
Still one Murfall deck. We saw one Stax.
Yep.
Probably the bourgeois Stax that we that we know. Then the Opal Wave deck. We saw as well on the stream with the Opalescence and the Parallax Wave. But it didn't do a lot because we had two very quick matchups
against some with the Infect. Who knows playing top 8 as well.
3 Elf decks we had today. So, but a lot of...
That would have been 4 if I was playing.
Yeah. So, but a lot of burn decks today.
Yeah.
A lot.
None of them hitting top 8. I think.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
So I believe those players are ready to start the second game.
Yep.
Joris and Hove can start. So as you could see, it is possible for Joris and Hove to win this matchup, but he needs to bring in a lot of pressure very fast. He needs to go out with Delver, follow up with another Delver, or Deathright.
He needs turn 1 Delver, flip on the second turn, another Delver, Deathright turn 2, both of them preferably, so he can start pushing out damage. He
needs to be aggro. Maybe we can see what both players brought in. So Stefan and Bulck has some Flusterstorms inside, Blue Elemental Blast, not good enough, Thoughtseize, Surgical Extraction, Biting Needle
I think he will bring it in against the Deathright Shaman.
No, he's going to bring it in against the Wastelands, but he's going to bring it in.
Also.
Of course, but I believe a 9-post deck, if you're playing against Wasteland, the first thing you have to say is Wasteland.
Probably.
Always.
Yeah.
Yep. Then Corrosion Grip, not sure if that will come in, and then 2 Moment's Peace could be very good. Moment's Peace is like a fog.
I hate that.
Only it costs a green and a colorless, and it has a flashback. So actually, that are 2 fogs.
Yeah. I know.
And it can give Stefan and Bulck a lot of extra turns to find his complete mana base.
Yeah.
So I believe those 2 came in as well.
Yeah. He very successfully used that card against me last time we played. So we see turn 1 Deathright Shaman. On the other side, we also see turn 1 Deathright Shaman. Steve has some very nice Star Wars altered Deathright Shamans. So I believe that's the Darth Vader one, because he has a red lightsaber. Yeah. Steve did give Joris 3 mana, though. A third possible mana if he. No, both have fetched. Another Underground Sea. You could almost say they're playing mirror match. Steve
not at all.
Steve just needs to find another Underground Sea, and we're there.
Yeah.
And true name Nemesis, very good as well.
So this could be the clock that I was talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
So a true name Nemesis on the battlefield, very hard for Stefan and Bulck to
work his way around that one. There is Toxic Deluge.
Yep.
In Steve's main deck.
Main deck, 2 pieces.
Yeah, so that could. There you have it already, the Toxic Deluge.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Speaking of the devil.
And how many lives is he going to pay? 1? 2. He's going to pay 2.
He's going to pay 2. Yeah.
And trying to get rid of everything on the battlefield.
Yeah.
Okay, everything gets cleaned up.
He wants to get rid of that Deathright Shaman as soon as possible. And I think losing the one he has himself, he'll just take that one without any problem.
Another
Delver. and Thoughtseize. So that's going to be 2 damage for Joris. And we see Glacial Chasm as well on Steve's side.
And Cloudpost, Vesuva, and Cyclonic Rift.
Yeah.
So we can bring in Cloudpost, bring in Vesuva, and try to make a lot of mana. He can copy the Cloudpost again with Thespian Stage.
Yep.
So we could have like 10 mana and turn 5 something.
Yeah. Very fast from here on. So Brainstorm goes away.
So Steve van Bulck is in top deck mode from this moment on. Caracas.
Yeah, in top deck Caracas.
Nope, Cloudpost.
Okay, let's see. No flip on the Delver.
Search for a Scanta.
Yeah. And 1 damage on Steve.
So
and
now probably we will see Vesuva copying Cloudpost.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, copying Cloudpost. Brainstorm in hand, Cyclonic Rift in hand.
So how does this work? Yeah, Steve will probably in a minute copy Cloudpost with the Thespian Stage, so that he has 3 mana apiece.
Then he has 3 mana apiece, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
But now we see him to 2-deck flipping for the Delver.
Yeah.
So probably, I believe he's going to cast the Brainstorm at this moment with this Underground Sea and see if he can find something.
Yeah.
You see in response Brainstorm. Drawing 3 cards. Show and tell.
Yeah. Was that flustered?
Can't see the cards.
No. Okay. So only 4 cards. And
6 doesn't work.
5 doesn't work either. So
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, that works.
And that one goes away.
So it's a Caracas and a show
and tell.
Yeah. Okay. There was no real payoff for show and tell at the moment.
At this moment, no.
So.
And depending on the creatures that Steve van Bulck will draw in the
upcoming turns,
it's depending if it could be a payoff card, yes or no.
He didn't copy with Thespian Stage, so.
No, we didn't have the mana for it anymore because he
had how many mana does it take?
Indeed.
Just takes
indeed.
2.
Yeah. He could have copied the Cloudpost just by tapping the 1 Cloudpost because that brings 2 mana and then activate Thespian Stage. Even if you don't want a Cloudpost at that moment, I strongly believe it's always the best decision to do it.
Just do it because
so the ability of Thespian Stage stays on the land.
Yeah. So you can change your mind afterwards. It's not like Vesuva, which copies instant. Which makes a copy and a definite copy. You can't change it anymore. There's the Perilous Voyage again. So
put it back in your hand, and I have Scry F2.
Yeah.
Ooh,
and there is Emrakul.
Yeah. But can he create
enough mana?
Enough. He can go for 10 mana. He needs
at
least 1 extra Cloudpost.
Yeah. Or
Glimmer Post just isn't enough.
No.
What did he do with the 2 cards? Did he put them both on the bottom?
I didn't see.
So if Joris van Hove is coming out with a lot of creatures, Steve van Bulck has the Glacial Chasm option.
Yeah.
Only the problem with Glacial Chasm is that he needs to sacrifice land when it comes into play.
Yeah.
and it has a accumulated upkeep
of 2
from 2 life.
Yeah. So,
but as well, you have some shenanigans with the Glacial Chasm and the Thespian stage. You can trigger the Glacial Chasm in response, copy it to Thespian stage, don't pay the mana, then it goes away, and then you start over again.
Yeah. Shenanigans is a good word.
Shenanigans, yes.
Joris searching for a land. Basic island. So there comes the Gurmag Angler. Yeah, putting a clock back on, so it's probably going to be worthwhile to.
Now Steve van den Bulck is copying the Cloud Post. So we can create.
He top decks Emrakul, and he's got a show and tell on hand.
Okay, show and tell.
Show and tell into Emrakul.
Yeah, but Joris and all has powerful.
Yeah. Steve, very gentleman-like, pushing Joris down 1 life. He's on 15 now. So 5 damage to Steve from the Gurmag Angler.
Ponder, this will be very hard for Steve van den Bulck to win this matchup. Maybe a Glimmer Post, and Glimmer Post can save him. So he gains some life. Yeah, if he gains some life.
If Joris doesn't get a wasteland out of this, I think he's looking for a wasteland probably.
If he finds wasteland, it's game over for Steve van den Bulck.
Yeah. So he didn't find any value cards in there, so probably hoping for a top deck wasteland.
Probably at this moment you just want or a Force of Will or a wasteland. I'm hitting you in 2 turns, so
he hit a bayou. So it was a land, but not the one he was hoping for. Steve still with Emrakul on hand.
6 colors mana.
Yeah.
And a blue.
So
Overload.
Drift. Yeah, Overload. Return all permanents.
Non-land permanents.
Non-land permanents, yeah. Non-land permanents. All opponents control. That's why it's truly is a good commander card. So all non-land permanents go back to hand.
And he still has the Glacial Chasm as well, so maybe he can win some extra
turns. Win some turns, and hopefully for him it'll be enough.
He only needs 1 Glimmer Post.
Yeah.
12, 13, then it's 14 mana.
He's on 14 mana.
Oh.
Yeah. Is he?
Doesn't he have the Caracal still in hand?
He's got 4 times 3. 4 times 4. That's 16. If you find another Glimmer Post.
No, Cloud Post then.
Cloud Post.
Cloud Post, then it's enough, yes.
Yeah. If he finds another Cloud Post, it's enough. Another Glimmer Post, then he has 10, 12, 13, 14.
So Joris lets out with the Surge.
Yeah, followed up by a
Delver of Secrets.
Delver.
So he has Emrakul, Glacial Chasm, and the Sylvan Library on hand. No green mana for Steve van den Bulck at this moment.
He could copy the Bayou on the other side with the Thespian stage.
In this turn, yes.
Yeah, he could have done so. He could even have done so, cast the Sylvan Library, and
you have to tap
you have to tap the
Thespian
stage to make copy, of course. Yeah. Gurmag Angler back, or something else? No,
Gurmag Angler.
Yeah. Seeing life again.
So Steve is at 5 at this moment.
Yeah. Top deck the Brainstorm. Going to look for an answer.
he needs to just find a cloud post.
Yeah, one cloud post, and he has.
It's still not good enough. He finds glimmer post.
Yeah.
But he's still dead. It's not good enough.
No, but it nets him 4 life, doesn't it?
4, then he's in 9. And
he's in 9.
It can be enough.
Yeah, because he gets 8 damage from the.
This could be. This could be enough.
Yeah. Silly deck. That 9 post thing. Silly but very cool.
But indeed, if he just drops the glimmer post at this moment, and he needs a second land as well.
Yeah.
But he gains 4, going to 9.
Yeah, he will
takes 8 damage.
Yeah, takes
at
8.
1.
He will be stuck on
and if
1.
he can drop an extra card, then he can put down Emrakul.
Yeah.
But he needs to follow up with another card as well.
Yeah, so it goes
so
up
otherwise
4.
He's dead on the swing back.
Yeah. Does Joris have something that gives instant damage?
No.
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he's playing blue-black.
So no direct damage.
Fatal Push goes away with Search for Ascanta.
Yeah.
Draws another card.
Swing for 8.
For 8.
Steve goes to the magical 1.
Draws a card.
Finds another mana.
It's good enough.
It's good enough.
He can cast Emrakul, take another turn.
Yep.
Takes another turn.
And he hits for 15.
And hits for 15 indeed.
Which is enough.
And Joris van Hove is on 15 at this moment. He has the Glacial Chasm in hand as well. He can drop down Glacial Chasm at this moment.
Yeah.
Annihilator 6. Trigger Annihilator 6. Steve van den Bulck is in top 8 in the Legacy, and yesterday he did win the Vintage tournament as well.
Yeah, okay, shaking hands.
Okay, so
Stefan Bulck is Stefan Bulck goes through to the top 4.
Top 4,
and
indeed.
Joris,
yesterday he did win the Vintage event. Today, top 4 of the Legacy event.
He's having
the best overall of everybody on this weekend.
Yeah.
So for us, it's time to take a step in the room again and see
what's happening over there.
What happened in the other matches, and maybe we can bring you the semi-finals and the finals after this one.
We'll have to wait and see what they decide to do.
They decide to do, indeed. And, so we will be back in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah. See you.